I'm Chandra Prophet.
And I'm Jeremiah Prophet.
Welcome to another episode of Prophet's Resurrection Land Cruisers TV.
In this episode, we're going to feature two FJ40s, both with all Toyota DNA, one a little bit more off-road geared than the other one, but they're both fantastic, so stay tuned.
This FJ40 is a quintessential Prophet's Resurrection Land Cruisers build. Off-road builds like this are the most exciting for our guys in the shop. It gives them the opportunity to use their entire skill sets. Starting at the front of this Land Cruiser, we have our custom PRLC off-road winch bumper, complete with an 8274 Warn winch. Also at the front of this vehicle, you'll notice we installed our custom outboard shackle reversal kit to accommodate the FJ60 axles. We chose FJ60 axles because they're 3 inches wider and accommodate better for off-road stability. Another fabrication item is our high clearance step sliders. They are designed to support the vehicle's weight off-road. Tied into the step slider is our roll cage tie-in kit, and there are 2 more just like it at the rear of the roll cage. To complete the fabrication on the outside of the vehicle, there is a custom dual swing out rear bumper. They took it off before I got here, but this Land Cruiser sports a roof rack that can be mounted to either the hardtop or the roll cage with bikini top. Some of the interior fabrication items consist of a 6-point family roll cage and a custom Tuffy box. While I'm on the inside, let's talk about some of the other menu items that I mentioned earlier. We have Dakota digital gauges, a full retro stereo with Bluetooth and Sirius XM capability, a vintage Gen 4 AC system, and custom switches in both our ashtray switch panel and Tuffy box. Our favorite builds maintain their Toyota DNA, and everyone knows that fuel injection is better for off-road. Therefore, we installed a fully rebuilt and cosmetically restored 3FE engine. Behind the 3FE is a Toyota H55F transmission with a new split case and low-range gears. One of the final fabrication items I'd like to mention are the custom widened FJ40 wheels that have been so popular on our builds over the last few years. All of this fabrication and all of these custom modifications complement this fully restored 1976 FJ40.
Sometimes we run into situations on FJ40s where we're not doing a complete restoration. And to be honest with you, I don't like partial restorations because they might go out there in the world and our good work is combined with maybe some not so good work, and it's hard to explain. So what I do like doing is stuff like this behind me. We did some rust repair on this, and the rig is patina finish. We couldn't get away with doing the rust repair and just painting the back half of the car shiny green. That wouldn't look right. So there's a tip and a trick to make these look pretty cool. Let's talk to Eric and he'll tell us all about it.
So this truck was pretty rusty when it came in. It had fender flares right here. And so we replaced this whole area and the back corners and the rear seal, and only did body work about this high. So we needed to make it blend in. So what we did is painted it with the original factory color right through here. Tried to keep this nice and the old paint that it looks like and chipped away and stuff. And then I went back over with a green base coat, just base coat, no clear, so it'll fade and deteriorate with time. And yeah, we just kept the green right through here, kind of a little blend right there in, so because we had a little repair also right there. And after I painted it, baked it for about 5 minutes, I came with tape, duct tape, and I used some like a can opener to scratch the side. So then I just started throwing tape down on there and taking it off, hoping that paint would come with it, and it did. So we did good. And then I went over it with a 1000 Trizac pad with with water, and it dulled it out, kind of gave it this fade up here. Got these little chips back out, the color back out of those chips, and that's how we do that.
So how did it feel messing up the brand new thing you just put on?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was my first one. It was my first time doing it, so it was
unnatural. What do you mean is unnatural?
Unnatural, yes.
These guys aren't supposed to mess up the paint.
No, it's not how I was taught. So.
Yeah. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you.
Chandra told you about the FJ40 that's right in front of me here, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the actually pretty similar red 1976 FJ40 behind me. The two builds are different in theme. She told you about more of an off-road rock crawler kind of truck because she's the rugged one in the family. And I'm going to tell you about the slightly more sophisticated, bit similar other 1976 right here. Let's check it out. Just like the FJ40 Chandra showed you, we installed one of our custom-built 3FE engines that we've cosmetically restored. So this engine looks beautiful, and we've done a couple of things to it to keep it that way. The engine is painted with automotive paint, not spray paint, and a lot of the engine accessories are either powder-coated or refinished with automotive paint. All of the zinc fasteners and lines have also been redone, and it results in a beautiful engine that's going to last a long time. So I learned a long time ago, the hard way, that .3 brake fluid can ruin the paint job on a really nice car. And so every time we do a whole brand new braking system in a body off restoration, we use .5 brake fluid in the clutch and in the brake master cylinder. .5 brake fluid is silicone based and it's not harmful to paint. And as long as you have all brand new brake systems and no .3 fluid left in the system at all, you can upgrade to .5 brake fluid with no issues. So on this Land Cruiser, as well as the one that Chandra showed you, we extended the rear wheelbase 3.5 inches. And so what that means is that we installed the factory leaf springs 180 degrees off, because the center pin isn't in the middle of the leaf spring, it moves the axle back. And then to accommodate for that, we moved the wheel well opening back inside the quarter panel. So it's a factory look, and not even that many people notice it, but it adds a tremendous amount of stability on the road, top speed stability increases, and it also allows for a little bit longer drive shaft, which is important when you're installing a longer drivetrain. Also, just like the other Land Cruiser, we installed our shackle reversal kit. This isn't an outboarded version of it, but it provides for the same suspension geometry. And so the shackle reversal, combined with a 2.5 inch Old Man Emu spring and a Bilstein shock, gives this the best ride you're going to get out of a leaf sprung FJ40. Because of the more factory looking nature of this build, we used a factory front bumper and factory rear bumperettes. The inside of this FJ40 sports some of the same upgrades as the Dune Beige FJ40. We've got decoded digital gauges in the dash and a Gen 4 vintage AC system. Then there's our retro stereo and the same 6-point family roll cage with rigid A-series lights installed. Similar to the other Land Cruiser, we've got the factory front seats wrapped in black leather. But we chose long jump seats in the back of this project because this owner wants to be able to carry all 4 grandchildren in the back. The owner of this Land Cruiser wanted a soft top and a hard top option. And the only good looking soft top on an FJ40 is an OEM replica one. The soft top bows and hardware were actually all left over from a soft top FJ40 that was parted out years ago, and we had the custom canvas made. We'll be sure to get some video of the hard top on this Land Cruiser and include it so you get both views. Both of these Land Cruisers also have a bolt-on tailgate option that gets replaced with a pair of ambulance doors when in hardtop mode.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Profits Resurrection Land Cruisers TV, and if you love us, please subscribe on our YouTube channel.
That's right, and check us out on our other social media outlets. On Instagram, we are @ProCruiser, and on Facebook, it's Profits Resurrection Land Cruisers, and then ResurrectionLandCruisers.com. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more, and I'll talk about the rest of the stuff.
Okay.
Okay. And did somebody say not to hold hands?
Yeah. But it was a TV producer guy that said it.
It's like, dude,
Here.
we're on YouTube. Shut up.
Yeah. Go.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Profits Resurrection Land Cruisers TV. And if you love us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
That's right, and check us out on our other social media outlets too. On Facebook, we're Profits Resurrection Land Cruisers, and on Instagram, we're at Instagram? That's like getting dirty really quickly. Instagram. Sometimes I go in the shop, and it's just Instagram.
Instagram.
Okay, I'm gonna start with.
Let's just start at the beginning.
She did so good.
Okay, well.
Go ahead.
We can do it again.
All right. Ready and action.